doing it. We were
We're
just
just
talking
doing it.
about how sometimes, because we're in our late 40s, how it feels to feel much older than what we really are. We all have
Yeah.
those.
By the way, this is mandatory music.
Yeah, by the
Talking
way.
about age.
Well, absolutely. We all wake up with those days, kind of like I did this morning. I was like, man, felt so good yesterday, and today I just, hey, it's not feeling it. It's like, what's going on,
You're
man?
one dropped cookie away from pulling back muscles out.
Right? Or a sneeze, and it's over for
That's
like
actually
5 days.
happened before.
It's, I'm
It's
sure it's happened to you. It's happened to me. I I went out for my first group run, and oh god, I don't know, since June last night, and it was cool. It was fun. It was conversational. It was easy. It was actually a lot. It was a lot of fun. So hopefully I can get out more. Just life gets busy and blah blah blah. Once the kids start swimming again, that's Tuesday nights. My
oh,
daughter's figure skating again, so that's the wife's job to take her to all her stuff, and then
nice.
I take the young man to the pool, and yeah, so that's that. But anyways, yeah, welcome,
Good,
mandatory
good.
music.
Yeah,
We're here.
we're here.
We're here. We're live. It's this is a weird day for us. It's Is it Wednesday? It's Wednesday,
It
right?
is Wednesday.
And it's
It's
only
early too.
it's 3:28. This is weird.
Wham
So
bam, thank you, man. Then we're gonna
wham,
go do our stuff that we need to do tonight. I have
exactly.
soccer tonight as well, so we have to get this done. But it's fine.
Yeah,
We got time.
and the kid was asking me if I can take him to the pool tonight, and he can do some laps.
Nice.
Actually, funny story about that. Me and him went swimming together because he's a good swimmer. I'm an old guy that gets in the water.
You can not sink.
Oh my god. Well, I think that's almost that's not a guarantee with my swimming abilities. So he's like, let's go swim some laps. I'm like, I need to swim. Swimming's good for athletes, and especially, grown-ups that might have some aches and pains. So I'm like, yeah, let's do that. So I'd swim 50 meters. I would be just gassed. Like,
So
absolutely what
I can't make it the way back.
I
Like I can go
can't.
50 meters one way, and then I'm like, I need a break. I can't just turn around and go back the 50
Yeah.
meters. Like
So
I
uh,
actually need to take a break.
so I had to take a few minute break to catch my breath. And honestly, I can run far, and I'm good at monitoring my breath, but in the water I can't. So he goes and does, I don't know, like a couple hundred just to warm up, and he stops. He's like, "How was that?" And I'm like, "I think I'm done." He's like, "You're not done." So I ended up doing 200 total meters. And then I'm like, I'm getting out and I'm going into the sauna because I love my sauna,
That's good.
right?
Sauna's good.
And so he's
Sauna.
okay. I'm gonna swim 600 meters. So he swam 600 in, I don't know, 6 minutes, six and change.
37 seconds.
So I came out after, like, because I figured he'd be done, and I came out and he's just still going, and I'm like just sitting on the side of the pool,
This kid's a
flip
machine.
and turn, just going. He stops. He's like, man, that was good, and he wasn't even out of breath. And I'm like, what the hell's wrong with you? Like, you just some
You
kids,
could
some
have done
people.
that at that age too,
No, I
probably.
couldn't. I'm never.
Okay,
No,
okay.
I don't have the technique to do it. I just. Ugh,
Well,
swimming's so
that's all
hard.
it is
That's
technique.
all it is. Yeah.
Once you develop that deep muscle
Yeah.
connection technique, then you can do it, right?
Because I
Like,
think I'm starting to think I have some anxiety in the water. Like, I'm not afraid of the water, but when I'm swimming, I'm so paranoid of my body, like, sort of going on an angle and, like, just sort of not being level, and just because I suck. It's just the way it goes. Anyways,
yeah,
um,
I feel that. I
so
totally feel that
yeah,
same thing.
it's so stupid. Anyways,
Yeah,
practice makes.
when I swim laps, I'm just trying not to drown.
Yeah,
Like the only I'm just trying to get to that one side. I'm just
like
like I
I'm
look
good
like
going to the
I'm
first wall. I'm not really out of breath. Technique's good, and then I turn and go back, and then I'm halfway, and I'm like, and it's like, in those, like, movies you see where, like, everything kind of just gets longer. All of a sudden, you're like,
yeah.
How does that seem so far? It's like 30 feet away, and it feels like it's 4 miles. I don't get it. Anyways, we're not here to talk about my failures in the water. So the VMAs happen. What the hell? Like,
Yeah.
what is this the first time they've been back
I
since?
guess.
Because they have. Well, I found it ironic because, well, it was on CBS, which was weird, and they're celebrating music videos. And to my knowledge, we don't have MTV here in Canada. We have Much Music, which I don't even know if that's still a thing. But MTV hasn't played music videos in, man,
A long time.
a long time. Like, I think since probably maybe early 2000s. So we're going back 20 years, 25 years.
Yeah, they definitely stopped being an all music video channel, and they do a lot of things. Like I think one of the best things MTV's ever been known for is bringing us Jackass. Like honestly, I think
Yeah.
that was a huge
Oh,
thing. That and Jersey Shore, I believe, was also on
yep.
MTV when that first came out, right? So
Yep.
they do these like younger adult risque TV shows that may or may not work, right? Like Jackass wasn't guaranteed to work,
No, God no.
but they do that for that level of entertainment, I guess.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, like musically, music videos, like who even like nobody
No.
does really. You mean you do them, you release them on TikTok or YouTube, but that's
Tick
usually where most people watch music videos is YouTube, I think, at
That's
this
where I
point.
that's where I would go to watch a
Yeah,
video
same.
is yeah, because YouTube is such a great resource. But so me like the wife and I just decided, so you want to watch the VMAs? I'm like, okay. So I did. And aside from LL Cool J, which I he's not a very good host.
Did you watch the whole thing, the VMAs?
It was kind of like on, like it was on during dinner, and then we just were cleaning up and it was still on. And then, I'd run to the TV when Ariana Grande would be on TV because she fascinates me. And
Because why not?
because why not? I didn't watch all the performances because, well, obviously a lot of the music wasn't really my forte, but it I kind of felt old watching it, like because everybody's so young, and it's just like, man, these
But we are
like
almost 50, Michael.
I know, and it's like
Can you turn that down?
so some of these people on there aren't much older than my 16-year-old kid, and it's like, oh, okay, I guess there is that, but it was weird to see people excited about that Moon Man statue because like I said a few minutes ago, I'm like, I haven't seen the Moon Man since
Well,
like the 90s, right? But whatever,
well,
they were
Nuno's
on.
58, so keep that in mind. And he was performing with Youngblood.
Okay,
So
58.
he's
He's a
almost 60,
huh.
you know.
Well, you'd never know by looking at the guy.
No, he looks great.
Yeah.
So,
Wow.
but yeah,
58.
if you're gonna watch anything, watch the tribute to Ozzy Osbourne on the VMAs with Steven Tyler, Joe Perry, Youngblood, and Nuno Betancourt.
Which
Amazing.
honestly, Joe Perry did need to be there because all he did was just play like the harmony note to what Nuno was playing.
He
But
was
it
there
was
for Steven Tyler.
there for
Steven
Steven
Tyler's probably
Tyler.
like, I need you there, man. I'm
Probably.
going up against Youngblood. I need you there.
Well, and that's and
It's comfort, right?
and they performed a little bit of "Mama, I'm Coming Home,"
Yes.
which is a good song for Steven Tyler to perform because it's sort of like in his wheelhouse
It's
of
very Aerosmithy.
yes, it
Like
is.
you could
Like
see them
especially
writing
like
that song.
90s Aerosmith is very
Yeah.
90s Aerosmith. And
Yes.
I thought it was good. Like obviously he's old. He's like
78, I believe.
he's
Man, for a man
78,
at 78 to be out there singing the way he does still,
right?
it's impressive.
Did you see the photos of him apparently how he cut his hair? There was that rumor that he cut his hair off and had like
No, I
short
didn't
hair.
see that.
Oh yeah, there was like all these pictures online. Oh, Steven Tyler just cut his hair and blah blah blah. He looked like 15 years younger. But of course it was all fake and not
Somebody
real.
once said this about Steven Tyler, and I can't not unsee it or
He looks like
unhear
a
it for
lady.
the rest of my life. It's like Steven Tyler looks like that's your friend's 70-year-old aunt that buys you liquor.
You know, I
Like
think
if
when
you're underage, that buys you liquor.
like
Don't
when we
tell
were
your
young, I
parents.
think everybody knew somebody that had somebody like that. And you know what?
And
Oh
they
my
all looked
God.
like Steven Tyler.
And you can't now I can't unsee that. Now Steven Tyler is that person. Is that the old lady that would buy you liquor when you're 17
Yeah.
years old? That's
I will say
funny.
this about the performance though. I think the fact that they played changes
Yeah.
so
Safe.
quickly after that, like I mean it's amazing, but like I think that they have to play it at this point because of the reaction, the
Yes.
global reaction that he
Yeah.
got at the tribute concert, because that was one of the highlights of the tribute or the Ozzy
Oh,
Osbourne
well, without a
concert.
doubt it was. Do you think there might be a chance that Youngblood could get pigeonholed into just being, hey, that's the guy that sang Changes?
No,
Or do you think he's
no.
already it's over and he
He's
doesn't
too
care?
versatile, and
Yeah.
he's too established already with rock insiders. Like he's
Yeah.
more global now, and the people that are outside of the British hard rock genre are now hearing about Youngblood. But
Mhm.
I don't. He's too renegade to allow that to happen,
Well,
right? Don't
he's
you
like
get
the
that vibe from
last.
him? Renegade's the wrong word to use, but he's a bit of like a
Well, he's a rebel. He's like the last of
yeah.
the rock stars. He's the last of the old school, even though he's like what 28 or however old he is.
I mean,
Uh,
there's a guy that wasn't really in our wheelhouse when we were growing up, but if I'm gonna compare him to a rock icon, he reminds me a lot of like Billy Idol.
Yeah, there's some Billy Idol. There's a little bit of Jim Morrison in him too, of just
Yeah.
the utter, like, the sort of just the rebellion and not giving a crap about what anybody,
Yeah.
obviously without the antics that Morrison put everybody through back in the 60s. But yeah, Billy Idol's a good one because he just got that punk rock, I don't care.
Yeah, I'm
Like,
gonna
I'm
do the
gonna put
music
out
I
what I
want to
do.
do.
Yeah,
This is what it feels right to me, so I'm gonna do it, which is respectable, I think, right? Yeah,
I think so.
obviously, as a musician, you want to sell records, you want to entertain, you want to have fans at your show, because like, you know, I don't have a problem with pop or popularity at all. Like
No,
some other people that listen to music are very against popular music because they feel like everyone likes them, so I shouldn't like them, which to me is an insane way of thinking, right? If the entire planet likes the song, why don't we look at the song? Like, that
yeah,
song is good for a reason, right? I don't think you'll find a single person that'll say, "Oh, I hate Stairway to Heaven," or "I hate Hotel California," or "I hate November Rain." And I think those are three of the best songs that have ever been written in the hard rock metal space,
sure.
honestly, right? So, there's a reason why popular bands are popular, like Taylor Swift, for example. She's so
Well,
insanely relatable, right?
yeah,
So,
yeah, it's funny you say that because I was sort of pontificating about the past and how, like, when Nirvana, because you led me right into the way I used to be when Nirvana was big. I was like an anti grunge guy. Like, everybody liked grunge, and I'm like, well, no, I don't care how good it is. I'm just
well,
not
we
liking
kind
it.
of were a little
Out.
resistant to the movement of grunge a
Yeah.
little bit, you and I, because
Yes,
we were holding on to that metal space, right? I
we
mean,
were.
yes, I personally love Pearl Jam, Soundgarden,
Yeah,
but they had more of a metal rock feel
of
than
course,
like
especially
an Alice in
Soundgarden.
Chains or an
Yeah.
yeah. So Soundgarden was like a metal band for the first two albums,
Well,
really.
they won best metal performance, I think, in like
Exactly.
whatever with the for Bad Motorfinger. It's like, okay, I think they're metal. And if you listen to Bad Motorfinger, I know we're leaving topics here,
Yeah.
but it's a metal record. Like, it's through and through. It's like, that's heavy metal, man.
This is a variety stream today.
Yeah,
We're just going
just
to talk about a bunch of things.
we're just gonna talk things. It's just it's a variety show now. There's no topics. We just talk. But
Yeah.
no, Youngblood, I think, is because if you think about it, who else is out there with that sort of frontman image
Bravado, that
and
frontman
bravado
bravado.
and presence?
Yeah.
And even like my wife gets caught up. We're like watching. She's like, "Holy crap, that guy! He's good. Like, he's just like, I'm sure she thinks he's nice to look at, but um, dude's got abs for days. Makes
He's
us
got
old
a
people
crush on
jealous.
Dominic. Little
Yeah,
old
is
Dominic
that his real name?
Youngblood.
Is Dominic?
Dominic, yeah.
Nice. Yeah, she looks like a Dominic, actually.
Kinda, doesn't he?
A little bit, especially with his accent. He's just so much fun to listen to talk. I just like listening to him talk. It's just
I
fun.
love his energy. I love everything that he
Yeah.
brings to the rock space. He's just a pure rock and roll guy. He loves what he does. He's definitely found a calling in life, obviously. He's a musician that owns that space that he has
Yep.
on stage. He's an incredibly charismatic frontman. Like, he's magnetic to watch. Like, you just can't stop watching him, or at least I can't anyways. Like,
Hmm.
I think he fits such a perfect mold of what you want a frontman in a rock band to be.
Yeah, he's kind of
So,
like, like the non-drugged up Ozzy Osbourne back
yeah.
in the 70s and 80s, right?
Well,
That's
it's
just
the
sort of,
70s, man. What can you do?
huh, it's right. Same with the 80s. That's stuff
Yeah.
was everywhere. Yeah. So, anything else on the VMAs that you got? I
That's
know
literally the only thing I watched from the VMAs was just the Youngblood performance. I'm so sorry.
I did. Ariana Grande's speeches were amusing, because she just talked and talked and talked and talked
Do you
and talked.
understand how great of an impressionist she is?
Oh, she's amazing. You see
Like,
that stuff
she's
on like
done
Jimmy Fallon. She can do anything.
yes, she can do any.
She can sing anything. She can
She's
make it
done
sound like.
Jennifer Coolidge. She did Shakira.
Yep,
She does Britney. Like, she does a whole bunch of.
that woman is talented.
She's
Like, have
she's
you
a
seen
tiny
Wicked?
little person.
Oh yeah, have you seen Wicked?
I have not yet. No,
Me either. My daughter's has. She loved it. She thought it
heard
was
it's pretty good actually.
That's what I heard.
Was that for Best Picture? Wasn't it?
I believe it was.
Yeah,
But it's not my cup of tea, so I don't think I'll be watching that.
they're making a sequel to that. I think
It's coming
Wicked
out
2.
in November, I think. It's called, I don't remember what it's called.
Wicked 2, isn't it?
Still Wicked, or
I think it's still Wicked.
that'd be amazing.
I think
No,
it
I don't.
is. It is. Oh, Wicked for Good.
Wicked for Good. Yeah, there we go.
That's what
I
it's
like
called.
Still Wicked. I think it's just gone with that.
Still
You know,
Wicked.
like the load and reload. Let's just go. You know, let's just add something to the
Re-Wicked.
re-wicked.
Unwicked.
Yeah, unwicketed.
Unwickeded.
Yeah, if that's I don't think that's a word. Anyways, yeah, well, we're gonna talk a little bit of Gojira because we're gonna go see them in a couple of dates today, a couple of weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks, 3 weeks.
October 2nd, I think.
First,
First.
I believe it's the first. I think.
Second or first?
I'm
Whatever the
hoping
Wednesday is, right?
I'm hoping it's the first. October 1st, 2025. Korn and Gojira.
Okay.
Which we were kind of talking before we got on of how not very excited we are to see Korn. Like it's, you know, like the whole new metal thing, we were kind of too old for at the time. Like it passed us
Yeah.
by. Like we were like in between generations of music, and we were.
There's nothing wrong with the new metal, but there's a whole bunch of new metal bands I would rather go see than Korn. Like, you know, Slipknot, if you consider them new metal, I'd rather go see Slipknot. I'd rather go see dude, I know Sleep Token isn't new metal, but they kind of fit that space a little bit.
They kind of fit the mold.
I would go
right?
see them over Korn.
Yep.
Um,
Limp Bizkit. Where do you land on Limp Bizkit? Would you go see them just because it's funny, or is it because they're actually good?
Well, I would go see them for their guitarist.
Oh, Wes Borland's amazing.
He's an incredible guitarist, and some of the riffs that he's come up with they're amazing. Like, you know, there was a meme that I saw, and it was like the Limp Bizkit band, and there was like a bunch of cartoon figures in baseball caps, and then Wes Borland on the side panel, and he was dressed up like a demon with like black eyes. He doesn't fit the band at all.
No,
like, he just does not fit for that band.
Absolutely. So. He's just his stage presence is like Fred's. Well,
he's
Fred
a
dresses
very good guitarist.
Fred dresses all kind of old manish now, but you know, back then it was like jeans, low cut jeans, t-shirt, hat backwards.
Yeah, this is actually a good segue into Gojira if you think about it, because we're talking about interesting riffs, and we're doing the Shooting Star.
Shooting Star.
Yeah.
So
I listened to that a ton today.
Yeah, so good, isn't it? So good.
It's very difficult for me to place Gojira about what type of band they are, because yes, they're metal. For sure, undeniably they're metal. They're definitely not thrash metal.
No.
Because if you listen to most of their popular songs, they're very slow in terms of the actual beats.
I'd almost call them like sludge, if in a way, right? So, like sludgy.
So I read a comment for this particular song called The Shooting Star, and somebody said, "Oh, I didn't know psychedelic metal was a thing." And it was like, that is a very good way for this particular song. But I just want to talk a little bit about just Gojira and their choices in musically, because I find them very interesting. So if you notice the opening riff, which is only 4 notes, is like all dissonance.
Oh yeah.
Like they give you that little dissonant little something's unsettled here before they go into a very simple riff. And they pound you over the head with that one note in that riff. It's just over and over again. It's like boom, boom, boom.
Yeah.
But it creates this like tension and pace in the song. And a lot of Gojira songs are actually in a very slower pace than what most people that listen to metal are accustomed to, right? So they're very grudgy. They're very grudgy, like sludgy, I guess is the best way of putting it, right? But I also really love their tone.
Yeah, there's something to the tone that is, it's like
it's very deep and distorted, but you can hear all the distortion and deepness. It's not just a muffled noise.
Well, it's like how we were talking about Megadeth last week, where everything just sort of
opposite of that.
It's like they put everything in a blender and hit puree, and then Gojira sort of has that. Okay, well, the guitars are psychotically heavy, tuned down, the whole thing, and then the basses and the drums. Like Mario's kind of like Lars back in the day, but way more talented. Like because his drums kind of like in this song, pretty particularly, his drums
the crap out of those.
Oh
drums,
his drums lead this song. His drums are the song. Like the guitar is so drony. Something, because if you just played like a standard beat behind that song, it would be boring as hell. but
They do
he
use a lot of
injects.
like halftone switches, or sorry, yeah, halftone switches where they'll
Hmm.
be like bam, bam, and then go, "Wah." They'll just like bend it up a half a
Yeah,
tone and then bend it back.
yeah.
And they're very. I've listened to a bunch of Gojira in the last couple of weeks, and they that's a very particular pattern that they repeat in a lot of their songs, with having this drone quality about this is the key that the riff is in and the song is in, and
Hmm.
we're gonna just double down on that drone note or drone keynote and then just shift around, just going slightly into dissonance and then back.
Yeah,
And this song's no different than that,
because
you know.
even like before it goes into the verse, it's got that sort of War Pigs kind of
Yes.
soundy thing, like where you're playing like the E and the A string, like
Yeah.
stuff like that. And it's I could have learned the song, and my guitar is horribly out of tune, but whatever. I won't play it
That's fine.
anymore. Um, and then yeah, it just comes out, and it just literally just beats you over the head for 5 minutes, and it's
Yes.
and I prefer those types of Gojira songs to the ones that are like, especially their older stuff that's so incredibly fast, and I'm just like, I can't. My brain
Yeah.
cannot process what is going on.
Yeah, there's a fascinating shift with Gojira throughout their albums, and you can definitely highlight that or come to understand that as you chronologically listen to a lot of their
Hmm.
albums. So early on in their career, they're very death metally, like they were
Yes.
very fast and very like thrashy, and they wanted to be that band. And then as they release album after album after album, because they have a whole bunch of albums now, they started slowing down their pace
Hmm.
a lot. And
Yep.
a lot of their most famous songs live in a way slower pace, as we just talked
Well,
about. But
like this one, like
Stranded,
yeah,
Flying
even
Whales,
Fortitude off the
yeah.
newest record, and even the Chant, which is that's a whole other
Magma
thing.
is also a great song. If you haven't
Yep.
heard that one, that's phenomenal.
Lowlands, like the whole thing.
Yeah.
And then lyrically, we're not going to spend a ton of time on the song, but lyrically, this song resonates with me because this song's about their mother passing away.
Yes.
And so back in 20, I think this came out in 18. I think she passed away. She was really sick and was on the verge of leaving the earth around then. And then I unfortunately lost my father in 2019. So this song kind of really resonates. Like even just the title of the song, "The Shooting Star," is you can put that as, hey, shooting star. Is that you know a loved one that you've lost, and it's just a whole thing. And these lyrics they're cool. Like they're just draped in metaphor, and I love it. It's
Yeah. I didn't realize that the vocalist and the drummer were brothers.
yes, sir.
Yeah, Joe and Mario.
Yep. And then Mario looks like Ringo Starr when Ringo was young.
It's true, he does.
He really does. But this song, it's probably, if I had in my top pantheon of Gojira songs, this would be right up there with Flying Whales, because Flying Whales is also awesome.
Yeah, it is very melancholy, the song.
Hmm.
Like it's very, and when you present us with it was written about their mother passing, it makes a
Yeah.
lot of sense when you listen to it musically.
Hmm. Oh
Because
yeah.
for me, I hear that riff, that droney riff, and it's like it's that feeling of loss that won't go away.
Yeah.
You
Or
know, that
it's like the
down,
impending
just
loss that's
pounding
coming.
on you,
Yeah. It
pounding on
is.
you,
And it's
pounding on
just,
you,
yeah.
and you can't get away from it. So it makes a lot of musical sense
Yeah.
to me based on the riff that they chose for this song and the lyrics and everything that comes together
Like
as a package.
when you're waiting for the phone call that you never want to come, because
Yeah,
that's the shittiest thing ever, is waiting for that phone call.
it's
And
terrible.
yeah, but we won't dwell on that. But the song's a banger. They play it. It's a live staple, I think. I don't know what they're playing on this tour that we're going to go see them on, because I'm not looking and I don't want to know.
That will change next week.
No,
They'd be
seriously,
like, "Hey, Seb, I looked at the entire
I
set list."
I'm
I'm like, "Of course you
honestly,
did."
I'm good. I don't. I really, I just want to be surprised. There's a couple ones I want to hear, like obviously Shooting Star. I want to hear Flying Whales. I want to hear,
There's a so
you
there's
know,
no chorus in this entire song. There's
no,
four verses and an interlude, which is one line long. But I just want to read the last verse
yes,
because
please.
it just this is what the song ends on, and it's very, very interesting. So
Okay.
when you get to the other side, please send a sign. It will fly through the atmosphere in time. And if you hold the truth within your hands, you won't be sent back through the rain reborn.
Yikes, that's deep.
You won't be sent back through the rain reborn. So it's like you're moving on to a better place, I
Yeah,
guess.
I think so. Yeah, you're just moving on
Yeah.
just to the better, yeah, the better place. That's cool. That's see
He's a poet.
again. It's very poetic. This whole song, like even to see, I've never read lyrics to a Gojira song except
Oh,
for this
he's
one.
an incredible lyric writer. Like,
Incredible.
yeah.
And as if we were comparing lyrics between the two albums from last week, where one was, one was good and one was,
Oh yeah,
you
the
know,
Megadeth.
something my 14-year-old might write, if she was in science fiction and apocalypse,
That
or
makes
something
sense.
I might write, even though I'm 48 and I have no skills at writing lyrics to save my life. I
Oh, I
would
bet
probably,
you do.
maybe, but yeah, like, dude, like that's just amazing. Those are nice words. I like to have him write a book and
Yeah,
just,
it'd be very,
oh
very
my god,
interesting.
even not in a biography, just like just whatever's in your head, just let it go.
Yeah, and I guess just to go a little bit further on Gojira, they fit an interesting niche in the metal world because they're kind of like uniquely Gojira, right? So when you hear
Yes.
like a Gojira riff or song, you're like, yeah, it's Gojira for sure.
Yeah.
They're French metal band that probably came to fame at last year's Paris Olympics, where they were the first metal band to play at the opening ceremonies of an Olympics ever, and
Yeah,
their
that was cool.
song ended up winning a Grammy. So
Yeah.
they're pretty, from what I understand, they're pretty massive in France. Obviously,
I think they're just huge. They're
they're
huge in Europe.
huge in Europe,
Yeah.
and they're only becoming more commonly known to people outside of the metal world in North America.
I'm kind of
Based on
surprised
last
they're
year,
opening for Korn. I thought it might have been the other way around.
Korn's pretty big though.
I know.
Korn's a pretty big band.
Yeah, they are.
So yeah, Gojira, great band. Honestly,
Great
if you
band.
like slower metal,
Yeah.
this might be a band if you've never heard of them.
If you
know,
want slow or obscenely fast.
well, the early stuff is a point.
Yeah.
Yeah,
obscenely fast.
that's interesting how they slowed
Yes.
down over the years. They're like,
Well, I think it's
we
also
like this.
perseverance because you can't play like the way they used to in the first few records all the time because
Dude,
you
that
just
pace is not sustainable.
the singer would blow out his voice, and diminishing returns. The drummer's going to start. If he doesn't stay in shape, can't be doing that forever. So you just
Yeah, imagine like the tab sheets from like the writers of Dream Theater to like the bassist. I'm like, okay, you got to learn this in an hour.
Here's
What
the
the heck is this?
Encyclopedia Britannica. If for all young people out there, encyclopedias were really internet, but in a
You're
book.
giving me 2 books. Oh, that's just
Yeah.
one song.
Right.
It's part A and part 2.
Yeah, here's like this giant tome from like
Oh my
Lord of the
goodness.
Rings or something. Like, yeah. And when Gandalf's reading the scriptures about Isildur, and that's like he's just in there, these gigantic books. Anyways, any final thoughts? Oh, I had a rapid fire a couple of questions for you.
Okay, I'll answer them.
Okay, because I want to do this every week now. Just you surprise me next week, I'll surprise you this week.
Okay, I like it. And
first question.
Not predetermined
No.
answers either. Okay.
You have no idea. What's the last song you listened to?
Shooting Star.
Okay. What?
Actually, no. I listened to Stranded after that just to get some context for their thing. So that would have been the last song I listened to in my car.
Nice.
So
last movie you watched.
Oh man, what did I just watch the other day? Man, I'm getting a brain fart here. It wasn't New York Ninja. Terrible movie.
New York Ninja.
Yeah, don't watch it.
Is that like New York Ninja?
Okay, so it was the next movie up on how did this get made? It's just a podcast that I watch.
Yep.
And the original film was made in 1984. And the footage was lost.
Okay.
And it was found and remade.
Ooh.
With all audio dub, like doubles the voices because they had no audio for the movie, so they made up their own audio basically for the movie. It is so bad.
Oh my god, I've seen this. That's so crazy. I've seen this. You told me about this months ago, and I think I tried to watch it, and I'm like, I can't do this.
Bad.
It's so bad. It is bad. It's god awful. It is absolutely god awful. Last sports match of anything that you watched?
Soccer yesterday morning. England versus Serbia.
Nice.
Who won? Canada versus Wales as well at the same time.
Ooh.
Canada won 1-0 and England won 5-0 for qualifying for the World Cup. So that was yesterday morning.
I should hope England beat Serbia 5-0.
Yeah, that's actually really good because Serbia is a lot better than that. But yeah, they should be winning multiple goals.
Was the Canada game a qualifier? Obviously, it's not a qualifier friendly because Canada's already in.
But they beat Wales 1-0, and Wales is similarly ranked to Canada. I think they're only like 5 or 6 spots apart in the world rankings. So.
I thought they would have been higher, but
Canada's 28th. It's the highest rank we've ever had.
It's
in the
amazing.
history of soccer, and
Yeah.
Wales is like 31, if memory serves. I could be wrong by a couple, but yeah.
Did you watch any of the U.S. Open?
I tried to have it on.
It's tough, especially in
But
your
it
work
was
environment.
week 1 of the football season,
You're
so
not watching any
people are like, "Can you
tennis.
put the football game on this?" I'm like, "It's the final of the tennis, guys.
Yeah. No.
Can you just leave it on one TV?" It's like, "Who
No.
watches tennis?" I'm like, "Well, a lot of people. It's the US
Well,
Open
I,
final."
I do. So there you go. I watched 5 minutes of the final, and that was it. And
Alcaraz won. I'm happy with that,
and
actually.
Alcaraz looked awesome.
Dude, I like
Anyway,
his new look.
yes, he's out.
He
He's
like he
platinum.
looks mean, man.
He's
Like he
platinum blonde now. He dyed
is
his
he?
hair. Yeah, he dyed his hair
After the
yesterday. Yeah,
Oh, really?
after the
Because
final,
he
he
shaved his
looks.
head for the tournament.
Yeah, so whatever hair he's got
He
is
sh
about the
Oh, I
same
didn't know
color as
that.
the top of my head. It's pretty weird. Okay, that's rapid fire. Next week you'll have rapid fire.
Okay, you gotta
And
remind me to prepare something, but I will.
don't prepare anything.
It'll be
Just think,
easy.
oh, I just did this off the top of my head.
Off the cuff. I love it.
Off the cuff,
That's the
baby.
way I roll.
I had other ones in my head earlier today, but I forgot what they were. So
This is the way, Mike. Okay, we'll close with this. This is the way we operate, the two of us.
yes,
I'm very instinctual. I
yes,
like to be thrown in the chaos and I will figure a path out of the chaos.
yes,
Mike likes to over prepare and at the last minute change absolutely everything he just prepared
yes,
30 seconds before we go on air.
yes.
He's like, I prepared all of this stuff. We're not doing any of that. We're just gonna
We're doing this because it sounds better. Because I thought of it 5 seconds ago. Oh yeah, I'm like a dog chasing a squirrel. It's the
So
stupidest
if
thing.
anybody asks why Seb doesn't come more prepared, it's for this reason because it's always swerving off the
Because
road
a
at
lot
the
of the
last
times,
minute.
what's the point? Because I'm gonna change my mind anyway.
Oh boy.
Anyways, that's
Yeah.
episode I believe 72.